Hey there, this is ADHDasian signing in. And so today's subject is a bit serious, a bit comical, a bit of a bit of D, a bit of H, and a bit of D again. And if you can't spell, that's ADHD. And that's what's for the subject today, if you haven't noticed by the title by now. Yeah. But ADHD is something that I care personally about. I've had it since I've been diagnosed since the age of 2. And ever since then, a lot of things have happened to me about my ADHD. At first, I started going into a negative point where I thought, I hate this ADHD, everything's terrible. I want to be normal. I want to be like other people. And then later on, I started embracing it and I started loving it and I started telling people about it. And people were still a bit confused about it. They thought I was mentally problems and stuff like that. But even now, I find ADHD having troubles with schoolwork. But it's not to the level where I can't focus it, so to say. But to the main point, ADHD is, as the letters go, attention deficit hyperactive disorder. And many of you probably realize there's the word disorder and deficit in it. Not in that order, but you're probably thinking that's already a problem. Yeah, that's true, but that's because of the reasoning why it's called that. It's to me, I found out it's a genetic disorder, and it's basically a problem in the brain, not like a physical. It just Here's super nerd mode for, by the way, just as a warning. In the brain, your brain functions with neurons. Neurons being cells, and basically the neurons transfer to each other through chemicals at the ends and the beginnings. Sending These chemicals are basically sending your attention. And ADHD has two ways of having a problem. One, they send too little of them, and then the connection is lost, and then and the person actually physically loses attention. And I think that applies actually more to ADD, which I'll state after. And ADHD has more too much chemicals are sent, causing numerous neurons around it to stimulate, which sends more, in a broader sense, more attention everywhere. And the reason why I said the first one's for ADD is because ADD people, which is attention deficit disorder, look around more. They would go, oh, that, oh, cool, a squirrel. Oh, okay. And then ADHD goes, what's that? Oh, ooh, amazing, amazing. Oh, a squirrel, squirrel. Go all dog mode and chase the squirrel, which I've done, and it's extraordinarily fun. Okay. Um, but yeah, I feel ADHD is more amazing, and people bunch them together, but sometimes they are actually different. That's kind of a personal tick for me. But back on the subject, a lot of people say ADD and ADHD do not exist because ADHD and ADD are symptomatically like a child. All the symptoms say they're a child: loss of attention, moving a lot, um, those kind of things. Just imagine a little kid, basically. And then, so yeah, that's the issue with ADHD people. And I feel they're wrong. There's a huge difference. There's the side where the kid does something wrong, even though they're told that it's something wrong, but they keep doing it for the attention. That's not ADHD at all. ADHD kids are the kids that do something wrong, constantly forgetting what they're being told. Ask my dad. I've broken the downstairs not wind guards, like windshield, not the glass, the plastic covers, multiple times. I've thrown a ball, baseball, tennis ball, bouncy ball, bat. I've used my sword to cut it. I've used my hands to hit it, and I've broken it so many times. Then my dad's so upset with it. So many places in my house are so ruined because of what I've done, even though he's told me constantly over and over and over. And I swear to you, I do not want attention like that. I I mean, I I just do it because I think it's fun, and I break it, and it's just like, oops, I'm sorry. And another add-on is what kid would hurt themselves too? I've tripped on my own feet from sprinting too fast. Like I've literally ran and then tripped on my own feet. Gone up the stairs so fast that I slipped at the edge and did like a face plant. I'm not a narcissist. I'm not emo. Like, okay, no, I'm not going to get into that. But I'm not trying to hurt myself to find out if this world is real or something. I just naturally find a way to hurt myself. I was talking to some kids, I remember, walking backwards, and then one adult with us was like, "Hey, you shouldn't do that. You're going to get yourself hurt." I'm like, "Whatever. I'm not going to get hurt." And I speed up and I hit the back of my head, just like straight up pulled, and thank God that hurt. But it was funny. Everyone laughed, and so yeah, ADHD kids do things not for attention. They do it just because they feel it's natural for them. And the next subject I wanted to get into is that people think ADHD is negative. I say nay. It's a gift and a curse, I admit. I mean, you have to keep focusing yourself. You can't rely on others. It's not as easy. Schoolwork is tough. If you get bored, you can't force yourself to do it. You can't read. Um, it's just so difficult sometimes. I mean, you can easily earn an A in the class, you know it, but you just don't try. And it's not something being procrastinating. It's just naturally you keep, like I've told myself in my brain, you gotta do this homework, gotta do this homework, gotta, and I end up not doing it. I mean, that's also another thing a lot of people think it's common in everyone, and I'm pretty sure it is. But there's also, I've read a book that actually mentions about the positive of ADHD, something like you can tell emotion better. And I have to say that's true because even if I don't know the person, this may sound stalkerish, but even if I don't know the person, I can tell when they're upset. They start scrouching, getting down and just like focusing on their own work. It's pretty obvious to me, and a lot of people overlook it. And a lot of times when I'm sad like that, they overlook it, and when I get serious, they start thinking I'm sad. I don't know if it's just me, but I mean, yeah, we're a bit more perceptive. So if I ask if you're all right, please, I just really just care, because I mean, I can honestly tell that you're upset or something like that. And I'm running low on time, and but there's several things I want to talk about for ADHD. Probably I'll do an ADHD help video or something. But majorly, see, my brain works like that. It just keeps going a step ahead. I've done that in writing too. I go like the early, and I put the early, like together, by accident without leaving a space. It just my writing's like a battlefield for grammar. But still, ADHD people are not problematic kids. They don't cause problems. They may need a little help sometimes, but they are still amazing. It's a gift and a curse. And I wanted to post this out because a lot of people don't know this actually. And I just want to explain it a bit more and get that part into my channel, which the vlogs are kind of for. And also, by the way, since all the seriousness is over, because I can't really talk about the rest of the things because my last video was 60 minutes long. Oh my god. But this shirt, one up shirt, or get a life shirt, Mario status, was I bought it from my friend, and I forgot for how much. I think about $10, medium, and maybe for guys it's a bit harder, but for girls she sells a lot of small clothing, and she also has some posters. Like, I'm a gaming nerd. Let's see if I can get this out fast enough. Ooh, B status. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core poster. It looks really nice. She sells a lot of stuff right now, and she just wants to get rid of it. So I'll post her Tumblr at the bottom. But yeah, that's it. This is ADHDasian signing out.